Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are watching this. This is another episode of Alex messes around and probably, hopefully, doesn't trap his finger today. So, first of all, what I would like to show you is my new board that Essex Mini has made me. So let me flip the camera around so you can have a look. Check that bad boy out. So, it's got that. There's my Instagram. Minis, a to-do list and a parts list. So at the moment, because my dry whiteboard marker seems to be running out of ink, the max I can do is that. So they're the two next jobs anyway. So rear subframe we're hoping to do in this episode. Front subframe we need to remove the engine from the front subframe and then offer it up using all of that, or some of that. So yeah, so again, it goes back to the episode with Alex Toon, that this guy can literally make anything. It's absolutely superb. It's metal, but it's dry wipe, so you can just literally wipe it off and write whatever you want on there. So if you want one of them or you want something similar, give him a shout and I'm sure he will help you out. So with that being said, we are now going to make our way into the garage, which is over there, and we're going to have a look at see if we can get this rear subframe fitted. It's Wednesday evening, it's about 7:30 at night I think it is. So I'm going to have about an hour or so let's see what we can do in that time. So bear with me. So you'll have to bear with me because we are currently still under work light in here and phone light. So this is the part I was trying to take off when I trapped my finger, which was great fun. So what we're going to do now is I've got the bolts out from there, from that side, and I've got that bolt out from that side. So all it's a case of doing is releasing the brake pipe. Why can't I remember that? So remove the brake pipe and then it should technically come off, I'm hoping. It is attached by the handbrake cable as well, so we'll probably have to remove that. So I'm going to get to removing that and see if we can get this arm off this side, and then we'll work on the other side. Right, proof. No arm, no arm, two arms. So managed to get them both off, handbrake cable off, rear exhaust bracket off. Now the thing is, this subframe is brand new. It's a very, very, very good subframe. All the mounting, all the rubbers are brand new, everything like that. So what I'm going to do is, even though it's brand new, it's been on a car. It's not gone anywhere. It's just sat on the car, and obviously it's been banged around my garage and things like that. So I think the best course of action, I would really like to fit this tonight, but I think what I'd like to do is just take care of things like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a quick rub back. It'll probably clean most of it, but I've got that Ammonite paint, so it's pointless not using it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this into the shed. Stay there. Let's take this into the shed where we can hopefully clean it, and then we can look at putting some Ammonite paint on it. Like I said, I'm not after beauty. It's not the beauty part. It's more or less just treating this. At the end of the day, the shell's beautiful. Chris has done a beautiful job on the shell, so it would seem to be, it would be silly not to treat this as well. So I will carry this into the shed because it's still weighty, but it's a lot lighter, so we can actually move it into the shed now. So I'm going to move this into the shed. I'll clean it up and I'll give it a paint tonight, and I think that'll do it for now. Just very quickly before I do go, a subscriber asked me on an old video the other day how the dashboard mounts. Now mine, I'm going to have to make something like this, but this is more or less, I've got a second-hand dashboard here that's half a dashboard because it was free anyway. So that's how they do them, and this then hooks into the dashboard. I believe that is probably on the wrong way actually, but that's more or less how they do them. So they put the block of wood there, the spacer there, and obviously the wing nuts, and then obviously they can fit that and that's how they do it. So that's how this one's done it. There may be other ways to do it, but I just wanted to, just in case that subscriber's watching in, he did ask me and I said I would show him. So that is the back. Now, last thing before we leave the garage is this. Some of you don't know this, some of you have seen this before. This is my rebuilt 998. It's nothing special. It's got a supposedly high flow head. I will go into that in more detail when we come to fit this, about supposedly. I've put a new head gasket on it, I've renewed everything I can, new water pump, etc, etc, etc. Now the main reason I'm showing you this is because I wanted to tell Cole from Classic Mini DIY that this section here is an engine. It's an engine, it's not a motor, it's not anything else, that is an engine. That'll probably spark a few things in the comments of someone going, well actually, but that's an engine. That's an engine. There you go. Right, there she is. She's had another 2 coats of paint now. So I'm fairly happy with that. It doesn't have to be pretty. I don't smoke, by the way, that's how cold it is here. And again, I apologise for the noise. I'm going to put some fell on that roof or something. So, it's had 2 coats of paint on it, Hammerite. This stuff here, hammered black. So it's had that. I'm going to let that dry overnight now, and then we should be hopefully be able to fit this tomorrow. So I won't do 2 episodes, I'll do 1 episode of getting this on. So hopefully I'll be on it tomorrow. Right then, so it's another evening. The subframe has been painted and looks really well. I'm quite happy how that's come out. So the weather is a bit crap, but it's Hammerite, it goes on, it's no problem. So we are now going to fit the rear subframe, but we are going to need plenty of copper grease. So we're going to fit the copper grease with the bolts, and let's get this subframe on. So I'm going to carry this subframe, copper grease and my work lights out to the garage, and we'll try again.